100 people are swimming 5.5 miles from Fire Island, the lighthouse there, to Brightwaters.
It's all part of the Maggie Fisher Memorial Cross-Bay Swim. News 12's Jen Seelig is in Brightwaters right now, which is where the race wraps up. Jen.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful day for it. The sun's out, a nice breeze, and we know the swimmers are currently in the water, all 127 of them with their kayakers, so they should be making their way to the finish line. With me, I have Bob Fisher. You are the event organizer. You are also Maggie's dad. I know she passed away a few days before she was supposed to swim in this event in 1999, so I can only imagine this is an exciting yet emotional day for you, for sure.
Emotional for me, for my whole family, and for many of the swimmers as well, because about 30 of them knew Maggie, and they continue to swim in her name. And it's an emotional event, but it's also an athletic event, so there's still competition involved in this.
And I love what you told me before. You know, we know 127 swimmers are in the water, and all of them have a story. There's a reason why they're all out swimming.
There's a reason for every single one of them being out there. Sometimes a deeply emotional one. We have a fellow whose father died last night, and he's swimming in his memory right now. But there's more to it than that. You know, there's a whole lot of things that get involved in your psyche. Open water swimmers are a different breed because you're not in a pool. They're in the middle of nowhere. They see nothing out there, and they're expected to navigate 5 miles on their own. It's like an equalizer between men and women because you don't have an advantage. The men don't have an advantage the same way because navigation is key, and the logic behind swimming in an open area like this is totally different from pools.
You guys raised over $100,000 last year. The goal this year is to beat that.
Well, we always try to do well on raising money. It's not our primary thing. Our primary thing is swimming and community, raising money for charities, and we do it for the Hospice Children's Bereavement Fund and for a scholarship in Maggie's name at St. Anthony's High School.
That's great. So we're going to speak with some of the spectators, watch the swimmers make their way to the finish line, and of course, capture all that excitement. I'm going to send it back to you guys in the studio.
Jen, thank you. Such a great event. Mr. Fisher, thank you for always being there and supporting all of those people. They're going to start running up to the shore in that park in Brightwaters pretty soon, and that's an emotional sight as well, seeing them finish.
What a great way to honor Maggie's memory, and also everyone, as Bob said, finding their own motivation to be out there on the water. It's not easy, right?
No, it's incredible. I remember covering this back 15 years ago, and Maggie would have been my age.
Wow.
So that's, you know, I kind of was able to talk to him on that level as well.
Just to put this in perspective, you know, people talk about running a marathon. 5 miles of swimming is like running like 60 to 70 miles.
I can't.
That's what you're looking at in the endurance of swimming that. Notice, you know, when you run a marathon, there's like thousands of people. There's 100 people, you know, give or take, doing that. And it's a very difficult thing, and everyone does it for a different reason. And they have good weather out there for that today.
That's good.
So wishing them all luck.